Special ed teacher had sex with students 45 times.
You're Christina? Yes. Okay, Christina, do me a favor. Can you step out of the car for me?
Christina Formella could go on trial this year for a long list of sex crimes involving one of her former students.
But you can't even give me like an idea as to what this is about?
I look at everything we know about her case as she prepares for a new court date in January. I'm Anjanette Levy, and this is Crime Fix.
Yo, what is
You know, there's
on?
a reason that Morgan & Morgan is America's largest personal...
Oh, there's no way y'all just tried to hit me with an ad.
By the end of the day, in March of 2025, she was in jail, charged with sex crimes related to a student at Downers Grove South High School, where Formella was a special education teacher and coach. Formella's case made national headlines for many reasons. First of all, she's very attractive, and she knows it. Police said that she told them that people try to get her into trouble because she's good looking. Formella had been married for less than a year when she was arrested and charged with sexually abusing that male student. She has a good looking husband, a house in the suburbs, and a decent teaching job. So why?
Bro, imagine being committed to somebody for like 3+ years, proposing, then marrying somebody, and a year into the fucking marriage, your spouse goes to jail for having relations with an underage special needs person. You got to be the self-confidence level, or the self-confidence drop that person is getting is insane, bro.
Would she potentially throw it all away?
Wait, decent. They call it the husband decent?
Was sexually abusing that male student. She has a good looking husband, a house in the suburbs, and a decent teaching job. So why?
Oh, her job is decent. That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That might actually be worse than them saying that the husband looks decent. Because the teaching job is good because she's helping special needs kids. Well, she's fucking them, but she's supposed to be helping the special needs kids.
Would she potentially throw it all away to engage in sex with a teenage boy? It's mind-boggling. Second, the details are salacious and shocking and frankly, really disgusting. Judge Mia McPherson called the allegations in the case horrific and appalling. The grooming, according to the DuPage County State's attorney, started when the teen boy was just 14, and we'll go into some of what prosecutors are alleging shortly and what Formella's team has to say about it. But first, let's go back to March 16th of 2025, when a Downers Grove police officer went to Formella's home to pick her up after the teenage boy and his mom went to police and reported the abuse.
Hey, how you doing?
Abuse?
Officer Guzman with Downers Grove. Do you have your license on you?
Abuse? I got that, bro. What?
Tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna explain. I'm sure you're confused. I'll explain everything to you. You're Christina?
Yes.
Okay, Christina, do me a favor. Can you step out of the car for me? I know you're confused. I'll explain everything to you. You don't have anything on you. You can just grab whatever you need.
I ain't gonna lie. I really like her drip. I can't hold it. She has. I like that type of fit for women.
Whatever I need.
Yeah, whatever you need, like your phone, your purse, go ahead and grab it.
Is she going somewhere? Or?
Yeah, we're gonna explain everything to you guys.
Now, this is
that's her
happening
husband.
because the mother of the boy Formella is accused of having
him.
sex with went to police after the state attorney said she found text messages between her son and Formella on his phone. More on those texts later.
Oh.
It's not a shock at all that the mother reports it to police, but Christina appears shocked when...
Wait. So did this start when... My question right now is if this started when he was 14? Or did this start when he was 11? Because they said it was going on for 3 years.
Police approach her. Now back to the video.
I don't understand what's going on here.
Wait, this been going on for 3 years? She just married a husband a year ago. but she committed to something that was way more serious 2 years before that. That's crazy.
I get it, yeah. You can go grab your things.
Can he come with me?
Yes, yes.
Oh, you care about him now?
You stay there for right now, sir. Just stay there.
That's
But yes, you can.
interesting.
But come on back here.
Should I shut the car off?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, she's nervous.
It's right back over here. So, we do have an investigation going on. We have to talk to you about it at the police department, okay? So we're gonna explain everything to you there. It's not my investigation. I don't know the full details. We do have to bring you there, though, okay? So I do have to put you in handcuffs and bring you to the police department. Just a down road.
Handcuffs?
Yes, unfortunately, yes.
I'm like willing to go with you.
I get it, yeah. Unfortunately, we have to do it that way. So do me a favor. We just take this off.
Can I ask you
Of course, yeah. It's not, like I said, it's not my investigation. Obviously, we're here for a reason. So go ahead and turn around for me.
He didn't show a warrant though. I know she's going to jail regardless, but like when it made, I don't know. He didn't say we have a warrant for your arrest.
So right now, you're just being detained.
The reason I'm bringing that up is because, like, I don't know, like, I feel like if you really know you got somebody, bro, bring that shit immediately. Don't not have that.
And there is a detective that needs to talk to you at the police department. So we'll let your husband know.
Okay. Well, they gotta keep me.
No, he can just come to the police department as well if he wants to wait for you there.
I'm like,
I get it. You have a lot of questions.
so scared.
Yeah, everything's okay. We just need to talk to you at the police department. That's all. Nothing else on your pocket right now? Anything else?
Just my phone.
Just your phone?
Here.
Okay. Okay. All right, we're heading to sit in the back of this car. On the other side.
If you're the husband, do you divorce her?
Once you get to the police department, you'll talk to the detective and he'll explain everything to you.
I just wanna know what y'all would do.
But you can't even give me like an idea
At the
as to
moment?
what this is about?
than it's an investigation, but I can't really tell you right now. I'm sorry. I wish I could tell you more.
They
Is he
signed a
coming with
prenup.
me?
We'll let him know
That's a
right
great
now.
question.
The he that Christina Formella is referring to is the person in the past.
I wanted to look in her, like, watch her eyes to see if, like, I saw any guilt. But I think her brain was racing a little bit too much.
Passenger seat, and he's her husband. They were married the summer before. Now, even on the way down to the station, Christina has no idea what's going on.
Oh, she
But
knows.
I really
Let's not
would
do that.
prefer that my husband's with me.
Of course.
Was Hope acting class paid off? Yeah, it didn't. Yeah, she knows what she did.
Am I in trouble? Like I'm so lost right now.
I'm sure you are. Like I said, I can't answer any questions right now. I'll just tell you that right now you're being detained.
Yeah, she's scraping this gremlin trying to figure it out.
And once you get there, they're going to fill you in on everything.
Police drove Formella to the police station. Detectives questioned her there. And remember, I told you this all started when that teenage boy's mom saw text messages between her son and Formella. The
Yep.
state attorney said the woman was setting up her son's new iPhone when she found the tawdry texts between the two of them. One was between her son and an unknown number. The prosecutor said that the woman's son wrote in one of the texts, "I love you so, so much, mama." And the unknown number texted back, "I love you so much, baby. Even though this morning was short, it was perfect." The teen messaged back, "I know, baby, it was perfect, baby, so perfect." The unknown number then texted back, "I love having sex with you." And the teen responded, "I know, baby, I love it so much. It feels so good. It's so passionate. It's so intimate. It's so perfect." Now I can only imagine what that mother was.
what that mother was thinking. It's so perfect. Sex. That's the first two. That's the main two things that she was thinking. Then she thought to herself, what bitch I gotta kill today? Then she said, let me contact the authorities. And she's better than me. She's better than me. She is better. Actually, bro, I don't know if it's, bro, I don't know, bro. Nah, yeah, okay. So this is a learning moment. So I just had a learning moment. I just went in deep thought. So I was thinking, if it was my son and he was having relations with some hot teacher, maybe I wouldn't snitch. But then I thought, what if that's a slippery slope for that teacher and then it gets like non-consensual with other kids, you know? Let's go ahead and pack them up early. But my packing up isn't me going to the authorities. I mean something else. Anyways, let's go.
Thinking when she read these text messages. So mom is likely livid and she marches her son down to the Downers Grove PD. A petition for Formella's detention from March of 2025 stated, according to the teen, he and defendant had developed feelings for each other. The teen said that one morning in December 2023, before school, he had met up with the defendant in her classroom. The teen said that defendant had closed her door, which automatically locked, that they had started kissing, that he had grabbed her butt, and she had grabbed his private parts over the clothes, that she had removed his pants and underwear, that they had removed her leggings, and that they had engaged in sexual intercourse while standing up. As police drove Christina Formella to the police department, you can kind of see the wheel.
She missed the part. Blank said that he was wearing a condom that he had. So this isn't when it started then. This is not when it started. That might have been the first day. That's not, no, it's not when it started.
Up. As police drove Christina Formella to the police department, you can kind of see the wheels turning in her head.
Oh, yeah, you
what
can
could
see
this
it.
be about, and why am I in handcuffs in the back of the cruiser? Remember, her reactions, they will become important later. Prosecutors say Christina Formella denied having sex with the teenage boy when detectives interviewed her, and they said that she claimed that everyone comes after her because she's good looking. The state's attorney said that Formella also told
I want to be real. When they said that earlier in the video, I thought to myself, that's cope and that's cap. Not that people come after her because she's good looking. Not commenting on her looks. I don't give a fuck right now. I think she actually feels that she said that shit because she doesn't think that she's pretty. She doesn't think that she's pretty at all. I genuinely feel that way. I don't believe this woman right here thinks she's pretty whatsoever. People might tell her that, but she doesn't think that.
Told them that she just cared too much about this teenage boy. When detectives confronted Formella about notes she had written in her iPhone, prosecutors said she claimed they were an outlet for her anxiety brought on by this teenage boy. Now, here's one of the passages that detectives said they found in Formella's phone. I'm not upset. I'm not mad. I'm not any of that. I've just lost interest.
Actually, you know what? I think in her mind, no one tells her that. And that's why she doesn't think she's beautiful. So she doesn't think she's pretty or none of that stuff. And in her mind, nobody tells her that. Even though she has a husband. Like, in her head, it's probably like, oh, he's supposed to say that type of shit. I've encountered people like this. They just weren't fucking pedophiles.
Back and screenshotted every single time that I said we should break up until after the wedding and after you graduated. And every single effing time you came back and convinced me it would be fine. I initiated every single breakup, only for you to end things saying you couldn't get over it. You ruined us. I warned you we should have never started dating a long effing time ago.
Whoa, hold on. All I will see was somebody to fuck. I'm not upset. I'm not mad. I'm not any of that. I've just lost interest. I went back and screenshotted every single time and I said we should break up until after the wedding and after you graduated. She wanted a real relationship.
And you gas
Okay, ever in the end, we both lost. You lost a girl who would have stuck with you through thick and thin, who would have changed anything about herself to make you happy. And I lost the person I was before I met you under a section entitled Manifestations. I gotta hold on. Who is this to? Is this her to the child?
I went back and screenshotted every single time that I said we should break. Said that she claimed that everyone comes after her because she's good looking. The state's attorney said that Formella also told them that she just cared too much about this teenage boy. When detectives confronted Formella about notes she had written in her iPhone, prosecutors said she claimed they were an outlet for her anxiety brought on by this teenage boy. Now, here's one of the passages that detectives said they found in Formella's phone.
But who is
I'm
it
not
to?
upset. I'm not mad. I'm not any of that. I've just lost until after the wedding and after you graduated.
Who is it to, though?
And every single effing time you came back and convinced me it would be fine. I initiated every single breakup, only for you to end things saying you couldn't get over it. You ruined us. I warned you we should have never started dating a long effing time ago. And you gaslit me and convinced me it was fine every single time because that's who you are. We will never, ever be together again. I'm not a second choice. I'm the best thing you'll ever have, even with all of my mistakes.
She's not a second choice, but her husband is. We'll just drop it. She's not a second choice, but her husband is.
You once again waited and strung me along until it was convenient for you. It broke me last time. This time it changed me. I'm not sad. I'm effing mad that I let a 16-year-old F word with me like that. And I made a promise to myself that I will never let any guy F word with me like that again. Now, police said there was a section in Formella's so-called memoir entitled Manifestations that read, "The teen is going to reach out to me soon and try to fix things between us. In the meantime, I'm going to live my best life knowing he's not the person I thought he was and that he is beneath me." Police.
That bitch is insane. This bitch is. Fuck, we gotta make it to YouTube. This lady is lost her fuck. I mean, she, like, obviously, but Jesus, boy, she has lost it.
Said they found another note in Formella's phone from November 2024 that read, "The teen and I will connect again soon in a positive way. We will both get the closure we need in order to move on in a healthy way. We will be able to be a part of each other's lives forever. We will be in each other's lives forever. We will be able to love each other while also living our own lives." As detectives questioned Formella, the state attorney said she denied having sex with the teen, but in the same breath, admitted that her relationship with him was wrong, but she couldn't break it off because she cared too much about him. Detectives said Christina Formella referred to the boy as her stalker and that her husband knew about this, but when they asked her husband about him, he only knew about the boy as a student. The questioning ended with Christina Formella going to jail.
What if the husband was in on it? What if the husband was actually in on it? He need to go to jail too. He need to go to jail too. If he's actually in on it, he need to go. He needs to go with her. Bro, what?
I'm just gonna put your seatbelt on, right? Unless are you able to reach it down there? Alright. Sure you don't want a tissue or something?
I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
You want a bag?
Yes, please.
Alright.
Man, I ain't nobody trying to watch these white tears, bro.
By police, and according to the records that I mentioned, it did not go well for her. As she sits in the back of the transport vehicle, the gravity of this situation hits her.
Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. I'm not finna watch them coddle her, bro.
He was ordered to not have any contact with the victim. Formella.
Now, hold on. Asking if she needs a tissue for her ears or not ears, her eyes, and it's not running down her nose, that's coddling. Them wanting to give her a bag so she don't throw up all over the car, that's so they ain't got to clean that shit up. I'm fine with that. But the crying and
His seemingly
on.
charmed life appeared to be in shambles. Then came a hearing in June of 2025 where prosecutors announced a grand jury indictment charging her with more than 50 new felonies, including sexual assault, grooming,
50?
and indecent solicitation of a child. And the sexual encounters, according to prosecutors, were not a one-time thing. And they claim the grooming started when that boy was 14. Assistant State's Attorney Jacqueline McAndrews said during the hearing, they had sex so many times that the teen was able to describe the marks on the defendant's right butt cheek, on her chest, and in the middle of her back. And again, the defense attaches to its response this arrest card and says, well, the police didn't note any tattoos. And here the boy says, well, she does have a tattoo. McAndrews said during the hearing that there were at least...
I ain't gonna lie, you ain't gotta have sex with somebody that many times to know all that. You can... Sometimes it was that good. You just, it's always there, man.
45 sexual encounters, some at the school and some at Formela's home.
45?
The text messages are laid
That boy
out
got
in the
that
petition,
45
and I'm not going to
times?
rehash them. I know Your Honor has had an opportunity to review those, but there are text messages dated November 6th of 2023 at 8:45 p.m. on a Monday. And in those text messages, they discuss the fact that a teacher almost walked in on them. McAndrew continued, this defendant continued to abuse the teenage boy despite the fact that in the midst of this, apparently the defendant's own neighbor had gotten caught doing the exact same thing she was doing, which was sexually abusing a high school student. And there are text messages between the defendant and the boy dated November 4th of 2023. And she talks about how she's scared because she just learned that her neighbor had gotten caught. So she knew what she was doing was wrong. But none of these close calls deterred her. McAndrews said,
Now, I know for the child, it could have been a traumatic experience. I get that. It could have been a traumatic experience. He could have really been groomed. But me personally, I wish I would have grew up in that neighborhood, boy. What? What are we talking about? 45? Man, I would have, man, what? Every teacher walking, man, come on, bro. Well, at least that look good, not just anything, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, bro. Come on, man.
so the fact that the defendant coached on Thursdays doesn't mean that they didn't have sex because she abused him during school hours, not after school, during the school day. And it was confirmed by police that Thursdays were block days at Downers Grove South. So that corroborates the teen's statement. And again, that explains why this defendant selected Thursdays to be the day that she lured the teen into her home to sexually abuse him.
They keep saying abuse because of the grooming. I gotta keep reminding myself because every time they say this, I think to myself, well, it sounds like he liked it in the text message, but they keep saying it was grooming. And I don't know if he said it was grooming, but if he didn't say it was grooming and they just saying that, he could have been waking up like Thursday was a day. He couldn't fall asleep Wednesday night, getting excited to wake up there. Woohoo! Thursday coming. That's if he wasn't groomed. Now, if he was groomed, then the Thursdays were horrible days. But I don't know. I wonder if they're just saying that or if he said that.
And again, she did this even after one of her neighbors had seen the teen walking through the defendant's backyard and had confronted the defendant about it. This was even after the defendant.
Why they live so close though? Fuck all that shit I was talking about. Why does everybody live so close to each other?
His own husband unexpectedly arrived home one Thursday morning. That didn't stop the defendant. Now, during the hearing, prosecutors were asking that Christina Formela be detained in jail until her trial, but the judge denied the request, instead placing strict restrictions on Formela, like GPS monitoring, limiting where she could travel, and monitoring her electronic devices. Last year, Christina Formela's family issued the following statement in support of her.
In jail, though.
The public shaming of women accused of sexual misconduct reflects deeply embedded patterns of misogyny that have persisted across generations. Christina has become the latest target of this troubling phenomenon, subjected to relentless personal attacks and sexist scrutiny.
Her family is saying it's not, Christina isn't the problem.
that ignore the legal process entirely. Major platforms
The family
have
was in
chosen
on it
character
too.
assassination
Let's
over due
lock them up.
process, deploying the same misogynistic playbook used against countless women before her.
Yeah, let's
The
lock
double
them up
standard
too.
is stark and undeniable.
Double
When
standard.
men face accusations, we discuss evidence and procedure. When women face accusations, we attack their character, their choices, and their worth as human beings. This isn't justice, it's gender-based persecution disguised as accountability. The spokesperson for Formella's
Wow.
family painted Formella as a victim, saying she's not being covered, and accused the media of stalking and hunting her. She's tracked, surveilled, photographed, and followed everywhere she goes. So-called content creators have crossed state lines to stare at her in court, and more disturbingly, to approach her directly.
Right.
They've even followed her into church, violating the sanctity of worship and terrorizing her family. This isn't journalism or accountability.
Oh, she goes to church now.
Behavior masquerading as public interest.
I wonder how many times she stepped in the church before.
When content creation becomes stalking, we've crossed every ethical line that separates legitimate reporting from harassment. As one respected publication recently reported, Christina has been splintered into internet caricatures, predator, unfaithful wife, hypocrite, by creators churning out dozens of
Is she not an unfaithful wife? Like, bro, what are we doing?
videos a
This is
month
crazy.
and racking up millions of views. The goal isn't truth, it's virality. Now trolls have turned on Christina's friends, stalking them over pregnancies, publishing the address of a wedding she was invited to, and encouraging strangers to show up, or targeting them simply for refusing to denounce her. The intent is clear.
Oh, I mean, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. But yeah.
Public pressure, social shaming, and isolation by mob demand, a coordinated campaign of bullying that has nothing to do with justice. We are not asking for sympathy. We are asking for fairness. We are asking you to respect due process. Like any person accused of a crime, Christina
Bro.
is presumed innocent, and her case will be decided in a courtroom, not on a social media platform. Reckless speculation, misinformation, and theatrical coverage do nothing to serve justice and set hard-won respect for women back decades.
No.
Christina Formella has pleaded not guilty to all
fairness,
of the charges.
what they're trying, okay, so they're asking for her to not be ridiculed and publicly shamed underneath the guise of innocent until proven guilty, but she was guilty. They have evidence of her being guilty. This isn't one of those cases like, oh, well, we don't know yet because we don't have all the evidence, or the evidence is iffy. This is a case where the evidence is direct. Everything is pointing to it. We're just waiting for the court to process this.
That she faces. She's expected back in court in January, as prosecutors are working to get all of the discovery turned over to her defense attorneys. It's not clear how this case will be resolved at this point, whether it will be through a trial or possibly a plea deal of some sort. And that's it for this episode of Crime Fix. I'm Anjanette Levy. Thanks so much for being with me.
She has 50 counts of felonies. How this will end is her ass is going to jail. It's like, the fuck? Wait, the husband's sticking with her? How do y'all know that? They did not say that. Did I not hear that? Am I tripping? The family is sick and psychotic as well. Unbelievable that he knows the charges. He knows the truth and yet he's sticking around. That's just gross. Birds of a feather, yeah. Sexual predators are anywhere, any genders, any age, hated even in jail for obvious reasons. Yeah, she getting fucked up in jail. The women inmates don't play that shit either. Hopefully she gets humiliated forever. I'm not wishing. Yeah, bro. Sometimes it's easier for a person to deny the glaring truth in front of them than to admit he married a predator that cheated on him with a 14-year-old. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I can see people losing their minds too, though, like, cause some shit happened like that. So I ain't gonna judge him too much unless he was in on it.